Jessica Williams, curator of history at the Intrepid Museum. The museum has a dedicated area for storing and preserving the objects in our collections. Today we're going to go behind the scenes and check out some of our diaries from former crew members. We're standing in the Intrepid Museum's collections storage space. This is where we store all of our artifacts, archives, and photographs. These items help us tell the personal stories of the men who served on board Intrepid, and many of them were donated by former crew members. One of our favorite types of objects that we receive here at the museum are diaries from men who served on board Intrepid. Our diaries help us understand major events in the ship's history through the eyes of the men who served on board the ship. This is the World War II diary of Jacob Elephant, who was an aviation machinist mate on board Intrepid, and he witnessed many of the kamikaze attacks that occurred on board Intrepid. Here's how he describes one of those attacks. "One I saw burst apart, but the other kept right on coming, and by this time he was so close that I knew we were going to get hit and took cover. Just then I felt the ship shudder, and I knew what from." The museum also has diaries from Intrepid's service in Vietnam. One of my favorite diaries in the collection is called Triple Sticks, and this was a diary kept jointly by 4 pilots who all shared a room together, and all 4 of them wrote in this diary, describing their experiences during the ship's deployment to Vietnam in 1967. The diary tells stories of their camaraderie on board the ship, but also highlights the intensity of serving in Vietnam. The big news today is Ron Gerard's ejection. He got hit by flak over in uniform. It blew his nose off, put some shrapnel in his canopy. Then at the 180, he got both hydraulic lights and he punched out. No injury. He'll be flying tomorrow, he says. Our goal at the Intrepid Museum is to preserve our collections for future generations. Thanks to the generosity of former crew members and their families, our collections continue to grow.